In this session, we're going to discuss about the concept of pivot tables in Microsoft Excel, and we are also going to discuss about their uses while summarizing data in our day-to-day life in Excel. Now, to explain the concept of pivot tables, I again have this table prepared over here. It is again the employee data for an organization, and it contains right now you can see multiple columns, exactly 10 in number, and they represent the employee code, the names, department, region, the department code, the hire date, and salaries, or as a new instance, a new employee code and a weekday. Now, what if I am assigned, I'm an employee in my organization, and my manager assigns me the task that what is the aggregate, what is the sum of all the employees in the admin department, or what is the sum of all the employees which are in the northern region of our company, or do I know about the aggregate salary of the individuals of department code 70? So in that kind of a scenario, I have a option of say creating up a filter for such kind of things. Say I create up a filter for the whole thing and sort it by say I have the filter created for all this thing, and I have say only admin selected over here, and then I can go ahead and add up these values one by one. But as you can see, for each and every department or for each and every region, this is a tedious process, and Excel sure has an easier way of achieving of the same. So Excel provides you with the functionality of making up a table out of all this. And to begin with creating up a pivot table, let's select the data on which we want our pivot table to be created. So right now I'm going to select all of my data from the column names to the last data over here, and then I am going to go on to the insert tab and click on pivot table over here. Now by default it asks me that I want my pivot table to be created out of a table or a range in Excel, which is exactly what we did just before this, or do I want an external data source? This is like very rare cases and meant for only advanced users. And do I want the pivot table report to be generated on a new worksheet or existing worksheet? Now, based on my personal experience, it's always best to create up on a new worksheet. So clicking on the OK button, you will have a table like this created over here, and you will have this pivot table field list over here, which lets you do modifications to your pivot table, and your pivot tables would appear right over here. Now, to modify such kind of a thing, you need to drag and drop these values from this portion on your screen to these four portions. And the thing which you are going to aggregate, which is in our case the salary, goes into the sigma values over here. So we are trying to bring up a sum of salary of say different entities. So we are going to put up sum of salary in sigma values over here. So what if now we are interested in knowing that what is the sum of the salaries across department codes? So we need to click on the department code over here and then drag and drop it into the row labels over here. So now you can see the row labels came up over here, and it is telling me that there are at least 8 departments in my organization, and this is the sum of the salary across all of the department codes. So you can see across the department code 10, the sum of the salaries of all the individuals stand at 188,200 rupees, and so on and so forth. So if I don't want department code, if I want it according to department, I can go ahead and drag and drop into the row labels. So now I can know that accordingly that my admin department, the aggregate sum of all the salaries in the admin department is 85,000 rupees, and CCD is 137,900 rupees, and so on and so forth. Now, one thing to be noted about the whole concept is that these things would be sorted alphabetically, and we can even go ahead and do the same thing by region. You can see region, by east region sum of salary is this, by south it is this, by west it is this, and I can go ahead and keep on doing this thing like eternity. I can even go ahead and click first name over here, and by first name I can go ahead with and search that what is the sum of the salaries over here. So among the other options that we can explore here is that what if I don't want to select this and I put in the department over here. So accordingly, the different departments, the sum of salary is popping up over here. But I want the sum of salaries of the admin department in the East region only. So I can put the region tab over here in the report filter. And in the report filter, I can go ahead and select say East in this. Clicking the OK button now would change all of these values, and now I have the sum of the salaries of all the individuals in the admin department for the East region only. If I select South over here, it will be the sum of salaries of all the individuals for the South region only. So we can keep on moving forward and uh, keep on discussing about how to put in different values at different places. But the true use of the pivot tables is when you want to summarize your data, when you are trying to say find up aggregate values across different entities of your database. Say in this case, a teacher is trying to find out what is this some of the grades of the individual across all different semesters, or what is the aggregate marks that the student has achieved in mathematics. And in those kind of situation, when you want to apply aggregates on your data, pivot tables come up very handy. So this is all about the pivot tables concept in Microsoft Excel. Thank you for watching.